She calls me Goliath and I wear a David Mayer. I swear the storms are coming too fast for her now. You know I'd like to believe we could reconcile the pair. She remembers bridges and burns into the ground. I have become cumbersome to this world, and I have become cumbersome to my girl. You know I'd like to believe we can reconcile the pair, resurrect those bridges with an ancient glance. But my old stone face can't seem to break her down. She remembers bridges and it burns into the ground. I have approaching me. That I never seen a man who looks so all alone. Or could you use a little company? If you pay the right price, your evening will be nice, and you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet old thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. No, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Though you know, I wish I could. No, there ain't no rest for the wicked till we close our eyes for good. Not even 15 minutes later, I'm still walking down the street when I saw a shadow of a man creep out of sight.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good Wednesday morning. That's what we were waiting on. Hump Day, the best day of your life. Coach Sasser taught me that. Welcome to Drive Time. Good crowd in. More to come, I hope. Good morning, Kenwood. Good morning, Mallory. And good morning, Hillary.
Good morning. Good morning, DJ and Ken.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm trying to get, I don't know which way's up or down this morning. So I'm trying to figure that out. Good morning. What's happening? Besides, Lord, look what popped up.
There it is.
Memories.
Yeah. Man, I guess this time last year, that was what was going on, maybe. Who knows? What's going on in the church? What's happening right now?
Getting on the backside of another week. Hump Day. Best day of your life.
Yeah.
I love it.
How much longer we got? Tuesday, let's see. Well, we got something we got to do Saturday that's I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that is gonna be a good time.
Yeah. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about us. Let's talk about these two ladies right
What
here.
do y'all have on Saturday?
I did something last night that I haven't done since last year. Went dashing.
You did?
I did.
Did you find it?
I didn't, but I really thought I knew where it was. It was away from an area that I've heard people talking about, and I kind of, in my mind, had matched the clues up, and I was just going to see if it was there. I certainly wasn't going to claim it, but I snuck off real late, like 9:30.
Oh.
And it
Not real late.
We got home and threw away my pair of shoes.
About
and
10 o'clock.
Yeah, it wasn't there. But I was really convinced it was. It hit me about 4:30 that afternoon. I was like, my God, I know where it is. So I said, I'm going to wait till after dark, and I'm going to go look at it. I got my flashlight, and no. Yeah, so I'm done.
Well, last night when we were leaving East Bruton Baseball Park, there were people under the bridge looking with flashlights.
That wasn't me. But, yeah, I had to throw away my shoes. I did get into some water and mud and stuff like that.
I was I don't know if it was last night. Yeah, it may have been last night. I come by Jennings Park, and there had to be at least 20 or 30 people out there with flashlights.
I've seen this week, a number of people at the message center.
Well, listen, I mean, here's the thing.
Number of people at the
so
message center.
Right now,
that shocks me.
The pot is like 20,200-ish.
Wow.
That includes yesterday's splashes as well?
Yes. Okay. So, you know, the thing is, we get carried away. We start getting splashed, and we think it's bigger than what it is. Yeah. So I trust that that spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, it's like for real money. It's like 20,200-ish. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Wow. What did it get up to last year?
$11,000.
Wow.
And it's at 20,200, and you know, hey, who knows? You know. Where it goes. I mean, it may be found today, so you know I can't say that it won't be. Then again, I can't say that it you know will be. All I can say is you know, if it's not found, I guess people are going to continue to keep splashing. Hopefully, they do.
Oh yeah.
Well, speaking of splashing, Harrington's wants to splash with $100.
Well, look at that!
How about
There's
that?
a long wheelbase 10. Hold on a second. Let me get my notepad out.
Let's see. How about that? That pot just got splashed hard. I didn't even have to have a drum roll for it. It's just bam.
Starting off the morning right.
Winning.
We start off
winning.
Yeah, I like that.
First.
That is awesome.
First. Mm-hmm.
Today's the first. Harrington's, the florist. You haven't been by up there lately, you need to. Brent Edwards, good morning. B-Town, that's right. Tank Dashinger. Tank has a small complaint. Listen, Tank, I know it, and don't get me wrong. I'm working on trying to get that fixed. So, yeah, his complaint, I spelled his name wrong. Well, the problem is you can't fix it on the fly.
Yeah.
I realized that about a week ago. But I've been working on this other program that you can do on the fly, so that's why it hadn't been updated. But it will be updated this weekend. Okay. I mean, there's about this ticker is going to be about an hour long when we get through, just through the week. So
I've got a feel-good story that I want to share. If I can, before we get into anything else. And I love hearing things like this. It is not it's not a rarity in the area that we live in. We have so many people who are willing to help and are made aware of situations, choose to help. And we had a young student athlete at T.R. Miller that qualified for the state track meet this weekend. He qualified at the sectional meet last weekend. And Rob and Lisa Atkinson, you know, representing T.R. Miller, representing, you know, Bruton, going to the state meet, had requested their kids wear nicer clothes as opposed to just shorts or T-shirt or whatnot for their arrival and checking in the hotel and that type stuff. And there was a student athlete on the team who didn't have anything or didn't have anything that was going to fit that description. And so Lisa reached out on Facebook saying, you know, here's the situation. If you can assist, we would appreciate it. And so many people responded immediately with some things they had at the house from their children or whatnot. But then a member of the Drive Time family, and he requested to remain anonymous, so I'm gonna respect that. He immediately sent a $200 gift card via text, however you do it, to Goodies here in Bruton, you know, to keep the money local. Sent it to Lisa, and they went up there and were able to get, you know, a couple of shirts, a couple of pair of pants. I think maybe some T-shirts, some leisure shorts or whatnot. But a person from this Drive Time family did that, and everybody knows this person. Once again, I'm going to keep it anonymous. It was overwhelming for the student athlete that was the recipient of it. Lisa said, you know, it was over an empowering, you know, very powerful moment for her, and they could not get over the generosity. And I shared it with her, and of course, she agreed immediately. So many great people we live with. We live amongst greatness.
Absolutely.
You know, we live in the greatest community. We live among great people, and there are so many people that are always willing to step up and help and assist. And I just loved hearing it. Certainly wanted to share it this morning. And you never know when gestures like that or kindness like that may redirect others, and may redirect this particular student athlete, you know, in terms of believing in people. You know, obviously, this student athlete doesn't share some of the things from a resource standpoint that others do, but knowing and believing that people are there to assist and help when you are in need is a great thing. But I just wanted to share that this morning.
I'm glad
that
you did, because that was cool. That is, and you know, let's be honest, we've seen acts of kindness like that over. This is the 263rd show that we've done, and I can tell you that out of those, we've seen a lot more of that kind of thing than anything else.
And kind of to play off yesterday's program, the person who made the donation doesn't live here. Lives a long ways away.
Right.
Rooted here, grew up here, but wanted the money to be spent here. So that's why they chose the Goodies gift certificate as opposed to, you know, just a Visa or a MasterCard or JCPenney's or whatever's still open. I don't know. I just thought it was a win-win-win on from a lot of different angles.
Great job.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all. I mean that's what it's all about. You know, and how long have we been saying it? 5 years. Anytime you can help a kid or promote a kid, no matter what the circumstance is, you can't lose that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, and that's great. That did Lisa? Did they reach out or
No. This was unsolicited. I mean, Lisa made a Facebook post about if somebody had something in her closet from a child or something.
Sure.
And of course, you know, Lisa's children wear size 16 and size 14 shoes respectively. So probably not anything in their closet was going to help, or they would have, you know, been the first to meet that need and wouldn't have asked. But and there was and all help there's not a such thing as bad help. I mean, everybody was trying to offer what they had, but this person, it was important to the donor that this person had new stuff, had nice stuff, had stuff that he or she could feel proud of wearing and representing themselves as they went to the state meet. I just thought it was great.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's and DJ's a better interviewer than I am, so I'll let him do all that. But what's going on with you ladies? I know the Chamber's got a big weekend coming up, I think.
Yes, we have the Bruton Gospel Concert coming up this weekend. It's the second annual concert that they've done, and I have to give credit to Debbie Pugh. She does all the legwork for this event. This is kind of her cup of tea, but I was in the Chamber office yesterday, and there was people calling from Birmingham and Mississippi, some surrounding areas, wanting to come up to Bruton this weekend to listen to some of these singers. And just a few of them to name, they're going to have the Alabama Spirituals, the Kingsman Quartet, Chris Golden, Reggie Sadler and his family, and the Perrys. Gates open at 4 o'clock at the high school stadium, Bruton Municipal Stadium. Adult tickets are $10. Children 12 and under are $5. Last year, it was a great turnout for it to be the first year to do it. And I think they're expecting even a bigger turnout this year.
I was shocked last year at really what it turned out to be and what it was. I had it in my mind.
We were too.
Well, I had it in my mind that it was just going to be, you know, a stage out there. And then all of a sudden started setting up, and the semi pulls up. And the stage went from like the 30-yard line to the 30-yard line. It was like something you would see.
It was a major deal.
I was like, major deal.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And then, of course, the turnout I thought was good. I mean, the football field had everybody had their lawn chairs. It was a really, really cool deal.
I was glad to see that come together, and for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons was Coach Cotton for years had talked about wanting to see gospel concerts back in the stadium, because apparently they used to have those years ago.
Yeah, before our time.
Yeah, before our time, and I think that he had really wanted to see that, and so I was glad to see that happen. You know, and then the turnout was. I'm not gonna lie, I flew my drone around it 2 or 3 times, and you know. I've got some great drone footage of it. So it was it was a great turnout. It really was.
So if you need a little bit of Jesus this weekend, come to the.
You can
did anybody reach out to the Nashville Brass about coming and performing?
That would be a Debbie Pugh question.
That was so classic yesterday, man. And I think the crazy thing is, I think Bob he loved the fact that we did that we've been talking about that ever since. You know what I mean?
I can't believe they used to drive school buses.
My mind, I thought about that.
I had a dream about that last night.
And all I could think about, if that was still intact in the 80s, You know how many buses would have pulled up down at Edgewood and spent all day? I mean,
They never would have
bus
made it.
3, 5, 7 would have all been at Edgewood.
I had a dream about that last
We'd have
night.
been in 1A school.
And I can tell you, I was here in my dream. These are the people that I could see that would have been volunteering to drive the bus. One of the very first ones that came to mind was Brian Murph.
Yeah.
And the reason Brian Murph would have wanted to drive that bus is because he was crazy enough to go in there and try to fight that bear.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, could you imagine Brian Murph driving that bus and Hammett being in the back and you know, Scott White?
You have to remember, this is the same people that set Randy Hagler on fire at trade school.
They're correct. Carl Sanchez, like some of that bunch.
Oh, my God.
You know, I mean, that would have been just an amazing thing. Number one, times have changed, have they not? I mean, would you get on a bus with somebody that was 16 driving? I'm going to tell you right now, I would be deeply concerned.
I mean, I can see Owen Hines pulling up to pick Lindsay up on the bus. And I'm like,
Yes.
Owen,
Yes.
we're going to walk.
Winning.
Well, you're at the middle school now. I don't care. I don't care if we're in Evergreen. We're walking. We're not getting on the bus with you, Owen. We're just not.
She's going to ride her bike. I'm going to be up 20 feet behind her in the car.
Or Kipton. I mean, you see Kipton pulling up in bus 5 and load up.
Listen, let me tell you something. No, because the first thing I would ask is, where's your daddy? Yeah, the problem is daddy be in the second seat laughing,
Oh, my God.
thinking it was hilarious, you know?
And it worked for them, though. I mean, they had that in place. It worked. It was the norm. I'm just shocked that was ever a good idea. But it worked. So
That
I guess
just
it
tells
took
you how much times have changed.
Yeah, they have changed a lot. There's no doubt about that. So, big weekend. Sounds like y'all got some, I think the Perrys, aren't they? I mean, that's a big name.
I think so. I mean, I'm not really familiar, but from what I've heard the talk,
Yeah.
you know, there's some big names coming.
I think the Kingsmen sing Louie Louie.
Do they really?
I think so.
Okay, well, if they do, I'm all about some of that. I guarantee if they turn Louie Louie loose up there in Municipal Stadium, there's liable to be a breakdown. And there might be a bunch of people getting all kind of stuff happening. So that I know this. I was like, DJ, I didn't realize it was going to be that kind of production as it was. Mm-hmm. They had, that stage and the sound and all that. Man, I could hear it in my house, which I wasn't complaining. I'm just saying, it was done right.
Yeah. I watched them. I think my memory serves me correctly that the stage had hydraulics on it. Like it was not.
Yeah.
it starts.
It is. It folds out and it cranks up.
Yeah. I watched. I was like, wow.
And most of the lights already hung.
Yeah.
Because it's on a like a semi trailer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it folds out on the floor, folds out of the top, then they crank it up, that kind of thing. It was a very nice stage. Mm-hmm. I think it's the same guy this year, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be the same setup as last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So this weekend, you want to get your gospel fix on. You know where to go, and that's Municipal Stadium, right? And that's going to be a big thing. How much are you may already mention? How much are the tickets?
It's $10 for adults, $5 for kids 12 and under.
Okay. Well, hey.
And if you don't want to sit in the stadium, bring your lawn chairs. That way you can get closer to the stage.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that was one thing that I thought was really neat was there were some people sitting in the stands, but there were way more people sitting in chairs
you
around.
You can get a good seat.
Yeah.
Bring your chair. And I believe the fire department's going to be cooking concessions this year, hamburgers, hot dogs, things like that.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be real good. Yeah, so hey, that's going to be awesome.
This is kind of chamber related. It's actually very chamber related. I was at the ballpark and I saw a rough draft of the Blueberry Festival T-shirt. I loved it. It was unisex. I think it would fit for everything. I loved it.
I can't wait to show it.
Do y'all have a medium?
The one I looked at, I think was
actually, with you losing the weight, it might be a small now. I mean,
closer.
Yeah,
getting closer.
When is the official weigh-in coming? Speaking of that,
I think it's going to be today. Actually, May 1st.
He's coming here today?
Not here, but I think we're going to do it over there.
No, I'm saying he's coming over there today.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to make sure somebody's there to certify this because you know how he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to try to pull something.
It's going to be. I've already done some preliminary weigh-ins this morning, and I'm comfortable with what the number's going to be.
So you're
winning.
So you're ready.
The pot's going to get splashed again today.
Winning
via Butch and Halsey.
Yeah, well, that's great, and I can't wait for them to have to do it. I got this in. I want to mention. They're having a blood drive. Donate blood today at Trustmark Bank. I guess that'd be what you call the north side at the 1201 Douglas up there by the new motel.
Yes, north side.
Yeah, they're having a blood drive up there today from 9 until 3 p.m. So if you're one of the people that likes to give blood and wants to do that, stop by up there and see them. I personally can't do it. I will pass slam out. And
Oh, yeah.
I I'm not saying I've tried. I only like to give blood when I have to, which is when you go to the doctor and they make you give it to them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind. I've tried to do it twice, and both times I have failed slam out. So,
But at least you tried.
I did try.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, I guess looking at that and seeing that, I'm thinking, am I going to make more of this? I mean, I don't know what hit me. I just was like, I did give it 2 times. I said, okay, twice. I've got an idea that it's not going to work, and I'm just going to stop. So I did. But anyway, y'all stop by up there and see him at Trustmark, and if you'd like to do something like that. Of course, you have Mayfest going on in Atmore this weekend as well. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then, of course, Atmore's main event Saturday night. The Fabulous Freebirds going to be in the house walking down Bad Street, USA.
We've got another chamber event tomorrow night, the game of the century.
That's right. I forgot
Johnson
about
Park.
that. Johnson Park.
Hot Pink, East Bruton.
This thing's getting for real.
We're going to bury them.
Come on, man.
We are. Is Coach Winchester in?
I don't know. I haven't seen her, but that doesn't mean anything. These comments come so fast I can't hardly read them. But I can't wait to see who comes out on top on that deal.
7 p.m. prime time, Johnson Park. Let me say this. Monday night was my first time over there this year. That is a beautiful place. Joey Shell and the city of East Bruton, they have a playground, some nice playground equipment they've brought in. They have 4 fields. They have a paved walking track around it. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It really is.
It is.
No,
a pavilion where you can get out of the sun. If you're over there during the daylight hours, they have a pavilion to create some shade. It's nice, very nice. Concession stand, they cook the oil out of crinkles. Now I can't have them on the French fries. One of the best concession stands around. Seriously, you need to bring you a $5 bill or a 10 and eat there.
I can tell you, it is a beautiful park. I've always said if they could string up like mosquito netting all around that place, because
they'll carry you off.
Man, they're just big as like butterflies.
H-Bomb will be over there tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, look at you. Yeah, I know you're looking. Y'all lost a heartbreaker to them last time, did you not?
We did.
So,
but I'm wearing cleats tomorrow.
This is redemption.
Do
you want to tell what you pulled your girls together and told about the creek? You want to tell that at all or not?
Well, I'm a little ashamed of myself, but I guess I will. We played over there Monday against East Bruton Purple. They were good, really good. I don't think either team played as good as they can, but it was a well-played game. And we were on the short end of it in the 3rd inning, and I pulled it. Things started getting pretty intense, from a fan standpoint, team standpoint, well within the framework of good sportsmanship. It was just intense. I have no problem competing. And I pulled my 9 and 10-year-old girls up, trying to spark them a little bit. And I said, listen, girls, this is no longer the Hurricanes versus East Bruton Purple. This is Miller versus Neal.
Take me outside. How about that?
And I said, we need to send a message tonight. And it scared half of them to death.
He rang that bell.
half of them it scared to death. The other half, I think I saw a spark, and we were able to come back and win in a very competitive game. But we play them again next week at the Y, and they're very good. They're very good. But yeah, I went there with it
and turned it into a Miller Neal thing.
A winning game.
Yeah.
I mean,
girls, it's in the Hurricanes versus East Bruton Purple anymore. It's Miller versus Neal. We're going to send a message tonight.
I tell you what, it's amazing how that Battle of Murder Creek can pop up into things.
This is, man. But, we had a good time. It was yeah.
Listen, you're not about to go over and poison any trees, are you?
No. Oh, no.
That'd be the guy coming to weigh in. That'd be something he would do. Isn't that his uncle? Ain't he kin to that Updike guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep.
I love that picture of him running with the whatever they call
Gumps.
Yeah, up there with trying to go see Saban. Anyway, so what's coming up after the gospel singing? What I know y'all have a summer full of things. I think DJ mentioned the Blueberry Festival T-shirt, which I, by the way, love. I love those Model Ts sitting there in front of that mural. I think it's
just classic.
It is.
I mean that's Blueberry Festival for years.
Sure,
antique cars. And this year at the Blueberry Festival, we may tweak it a little bit. We've discussed starting it on Friday afternoon and doing entertainment Friday night, having the food trucks and being able to shop the vendors. Because I know travel ball and all that's going on Saturdays, and that way some of our local people can enjoy it on Friday afternoon. It's not set in stone yet, but we're working on it. And then, of course, all day Saturday. And I know one thing that we're going to push this year is you can pre-order the blueberry ice cream. And so you can come pick it up Friday or Saturday or whatever. And they sell it in bigger tubs also. And it comes from Mobile, but the blueberries are here locally.
So I've also heard that there may be a tractor club coming.
We're going to have vintage tractors this year also.
I think that's awesome.
And motorcycles.
Really?
Yes,
okay. I think I love old tractors and things like that.
We're trying to give the Blueberry Festival a facelift a little bit.
Well, it sounds like if you starting on see, this kind of reminds me of the old Blueberry Festival because back in the day, Friday night was the street dance behind the courthouse. And I don't know why they quit having that. Maybe it's because...
Well, I think most of the Twin Creek cloggers passed away.
You can get out there and clog for us, DJ.
Give me a shot.
I want to apologize right now for what he just said. If any Twin Creek Cloggers relatives are watching, I've thoroughly enjoyed the Twin Creek Cloggers a lot.
That's a tongue twister.
It is. I can't hardly say it. But
good morning, Michael English. Uncle Ing's in.
Uncle Ing. T-Roy on YouTube said, be ready. Go get them, Hot Pink Lady Eagles.
They're a handful.
But before the Blueberry Festival, we've got a glow-in-the-dark golf tournament this year, May 17th. We've never done glow-in-the-dark before, so get your teams together. It's going to be at Juniper Creek, something new that the golf committee, is trying to get together, and I think it'll be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
So how does that work exactly?
It's like a 4-man scramble, and then I think what they're planning to do is registration's at 4, and then at 5 they'll play the back 9, and then they'll have a supper break, and then they'll play the front 9. And they'll have glow-in-the-dark balls, and I'm not a big golf terminology person, so I don't know what a 4-man scramble is, but it sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great time. I mean, I will share this as a word of caution. Be very, very careful between the front 9 and the back 9 in terms of refreshments, because things can get a little dicey after refreshment time. And that is fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And it's different. And I think, this is my first year being on the chamber, but we've had golf tournaments in the past, but, trying to put a fun spin on it with the glow in the dark at night. And I know in the past, Juniper Creek has done that, them, but I think it's fun that the chamber's kind of picked up on that idea and, having fun with it.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
So now, explain this to me. So, glow in the dark, the balls glow in the dark.
Yes.
So, you got to make sure the flight plane in front of you that you're getting on out of the way, because things get, are you going to have lights lit up at all, or,
no.
or it's just dark?
I think it's just dark.
The pin usually has illumination on it, so you know what you're shooting at. Right. But no, it's just the ball, and of course you'll be able to see it. I mean, they will sink. They do sink. If you hit into a lake, they're going to the bottom. They don't float. They don't float.
Listen, Connie B, glow in the dark balls.
Only Connie.
Here we go.
Here we go. Listen, and don't get Mallory started, okay? And we know what happens when she gets on it. I can tell you right now.
Well, I purposely did not sit next to DJ this morning.
Thank goodness.
You're the one that got me in trouble last time.
Man.
I will not read anything you
I'm
tell
going to tell
me
you,
to read this morning.
in the highlights of drive time, that is number one, in my opinion. Only because that was so unexpected. I mean, I literally almost got up out of the chair and was like, y'all can have this. I mean, because all I could think of was, oh, my Lord, Ricky Stanley is going to kill me.
No.
And, whew, anyway, so, but that was actually, we've used that stationery a lot, in fact. We have.
I use mine at the store a lot too.
Yeah,
so.
we have. As a matter of fact, DJ put that in front of the camera one day when something happened. I can't remember. That hadn't been that long ago.
I can't remember who he had in here, but yeah, I used it as a prop.
Yeah, something happened. And he didn't say it, but he sure put it in front of that camera. So I guess it's one thing to see it, another thing to say it.
Right.
Which it doesn't matter. I mean, listen, like somebody said the other day, I thought this was an all ages show. I said, you have to join this group. It's a closed group. I mean, we try to keep it PG-ish, but, sometimes
things happen.
Yeah, sometimes things happen, and just like the day we had that guy on the phone from the Aldot about that bridge out there, Potsy Weber over there and got me fired up, or Dirk Diggler, whoever he was that day. And next thing I know, we're doing that. So how many vendors are going to be at the Blueberry Festival?
A lot. I don't have an official number yet because we're still getting new vendors.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So y'all going to have basically having this, like, same kind of spots as y'all did last year, or I know y'all changed some of that up
area
last year a little bit, didn't you?
Yes, they did. We're going to try to spread the food vendors out a little more, and then where the stage was, probably keep that over there in that empty area close to churches.
Yes.
But still in Jennings Park. And then we're thinking about lining the antique cars, in front of the mural, because that was such a pretty picture last year.
Yes.
And like maybe the antique tractors down that Persimmons Road next to
Yes,
churches.
Yes.
Yeah. Try to make it all flow this,
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he reached out to me, but there was a guy from Louisiana that wanted to know if he could deliver the blueberries.
When you
grow blueberries there?
Oh, guaranteed Saturday delivery. 7:30
in the
a.m.
morning.
Yeah, but we wouldn't leave his phone number. But he wants to deliver them.
Sounds a little sketchy.
If I had any sense, I'd have shot him.
That's the truth.
Where's Tarzan when you need him? I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I guarantee you. Hey, listen.
How does somebody become a vendor?
Contact Judy Crane at the chamber office, 867-3224.
You typing that in, DJ? Or one of y'all can type. Yeah, if one of y'all want to type that in,
I get it.
that'd be good.
Did you see where Jessica posted that Micah McCall splashing the pot again with 2 tickets to the Murder Creek Distillery Moonshine Meal Pairing Night at the Hourglass?
I did not, but how about that?
Featuring Junavelli Wines on Thursday, June 6th at 6:30.
How about that? Listen there. See, you need to come in here more often, Mal. You keep up. I can't keep up with all this stuff. That is, ma'am, I'm going to tell you something. Mike is going to be broke after splashing the pot many times he had. Well, I say broke, but I mean, he has splashed it a lot. Thank you, Michael McCall. That's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. And he's they're a new chamber member.
They are.
And I think it's great how they're getting involved and, getting out there. I mean, the products are great. Mm-hmm. That event sounds a lot of fun.
That peach moonshine's so good.
That's my favorite.
We have a birthday girl in with us.
We do.
We do.
Who is it?
Booker. Christina Booker's having a birthday today.
Happy birthday.
I thought her birthday was last week.
It's today.
We just have birthday months now.
I could have swore that she had a birthday, like, what? Maybe that was anniversary.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Today's her birthday.
Okay. Well, hey, I never have this queued up. So. Happy birthday! How about that? Happy birthday, Book. I didn't know that. Let me tell you, we didn't talk about birthdays yesterday, but our great friend Cameron, from the world famous Velcro Pygmies, he had a birthday yesterday too. That guy's got to be what, 34, 35? I mean, I think I saw him in '89 at the Pike House in Auburn. And I don't think he was
ageless,
like 15 or 16 at the time.
Yeah,
and he looks exactly the same now as he did then.
It was Saturday, actually. Her birthday was Saturday.
Okay. Oh, I was going to say, I could have remembered. I swore that
why not celebrate it twice?
Yeah, I don't, hey,
Well, I think, I know me and Megan are this way. It's like we have birthday weeks or, birthday months. So
See, that's the way everybody would do it right there.
But like she expects like a present like every day of the week.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now all of y'all understand why I said I was so worried about Ricky Stanley. Y'all get to understand why that is, because they don't have birthdays; they had birth weeks and birth months.
But the older we get, like the more it slacks off. So
listen, let me stop right there. I've heard so many times, Megan wants a new this and that. I ain't buying. I'm not doing any of this.
And he says, Ken, don't give her the keys.
Don't you let her drive anything up there. And she comes up there and she says, well, look, I want to, and I'm like, man, I'm going to catch it. And I give her the keys, and next thing I know,
they're buying it.
It's bought. And I said, what happened to
that's your master plan, though.
What happened to I'm not buying it? Well, yeah.
She really wanted it.
Yeah, I said, well.
And, and that's funny because I always say, like, Megan she's our queen, so it's Megan's world. We just live in it. But
you saying Megan's a diva? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Winning.
And she will agree to that.
Yo, I know. She definitely will.
Because I've kind of helped make her that way, so I've kind of created a monster. But
yeah, like, you two have always been so different in y'all, the way y'all personalities.
Right.
So, but that day at Tallulah Bells showed me that you do have that in you.
I got a little bit of Megan in me, deep down inside.
Yeah, you absolutely do. So that was good. So how about that? Ashley said her birthday's November the 6th. She's giving me plenty of time to get it queued up. Thank you, Ashley. I need that for sure. So no doubt. What is this? Jessica said y'all had every Beanie Baby ever created back in the day.
I remember we were little, and Jessica worked at the Bible bookstore, and that's where we met her. And she had this long red hair, and she's always so sweet. And so I've known her forever. But yeah, she knows.
Do y'all still have all those Beanie Babies?
I think they're packed away. Yeah.
Well, I mean, aren't those things like worth big money now?
Nah.
Like some of the old ones?
That's what the internet says, but I mean,
they're not really.
I don't know. I don't.
We've
I don't
got
know.
them all too, and they're packed up in a storage bin.
Because then, I've just seen on eBay where people asking like stupid money for some of those like rare ones. I don't know what a rare one is.
It's funny because T-Bone was talking about his collection, and he's got all of his in the attic.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I've got some footage actually coming to me of him at the Cabbage Patch Hospital, walking around, picking and looking at the Cabbage Patch kid that he was actually, and I thought, what is T-Bone doing at the Cabbage Patch? And then he messaged me and said that he had a collection of Cabbage Patch dolls that he thought might be worth a little money.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dolls.
Right now he's reveling in Cobra Kai season 2 because, basically Cobra Kai's back. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't.
Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I'll just say that. So
I've lived it.
Hey, we got another splash. How about this? Aaron Crawford wants to splash the pot again with 2 spots in a future soap making with a twist workshop of the winner's choice.
Wow.
Soap making or soap carving?
In a future soap making. I'm sure if you make it, you want to carve it, I'm sure she'll let you carve it right up. I mean, I'm not really sure. I still don't get maybe you two can have. What is the deal with wanting to sit and watch people carve soap? I mean, I don't get it.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done it?
No, I don't have the patience.
Have you ever
for
done
it?
it?
I have not.
It's amazing. It could. I think you're either drawn to it or you're not, but it could change your life. I love it.
So you watch people
Every
carve
Sunday,
soap?
every Sunday afternoon before Love Boat, I watch soap carving every Sunday afternoon. You can set your clock by it.
I mean, is it like a meditation type?
It's just, I don't know. It takes me to a good place. I'm not going to say second sandbar, but I don't know.
Like a relaxation type, like de-stress.
Yeah, like it just, I don't know. I love it.
So
Love it.
let me ask you this. You mentioned entertainment. Who do you have who the entertainment is this year at the Blueberry Festival?
Not yet. We're working on it though.
So
We've got options.
you gonna have like a Friday night. You're saying like a band on Friday night or
Yes,
something.
yes.
So like we kind of going back old school street
A
dance
little
type
bit.
thing.
Maybe something kind of Motown. I don't know.
Oh well, man, listen. Hey, we need to mark that down. If you're gonna have something like that going on down, do a little soul man. You know, that'd be awesome.
I mean, something to.
You don't have Lionel
liven it
Richie
up.
showing up, do you? I mean,
you never know.
tell you right now, that would be a draw. You know,
Slightly.
I mean, Lionel's got a little connection here. You know,
he does. He
yeah.
does.
I think Nicole. She slips in and out here a lot.
She does.
And I which I think I mean, she's like the rest of us. I mean, but I think that's pretty cool that she
comes to the town of Bruton.
Yeah, and she don't really want people to know.
Right.
She's doing it to get away from, I guess, all that craziness. You know.
I've often wondered, like, if you ran into somebody famous, like, how would you react? Because you see different people and they like break down in tears, or would you just be like, "Hey, how are you?" and go about your day? Like, because I've seen on like Facebook and Instagram, like, a lot of celebrities are coming down to Fairhope now, and people run into them at coffee shops and everything. And I'm thinking, well, how would I feel if I ran into Miley Cyrus or somebody like that? You know.
I'll tell you this: me and another guy were on a boat in Destin Harbor one day, and it's been many years ago, Jessica, and and you remember when Woody's was open, DJ? Right down from the boathouse, a little dive. I can't. It's named something else now, but anyway, you could pull up, dock there, get out and eat. Well, we pulled up on the other side, and there was a boat, a big sport fisher sitting there, and so we got out and walked up there and sat down, and we looked over, and it was Britney Spears.
Oh wow!
And apparently, she has a place or something on Holiday Isle down there or something. Well, the name of the boat was the Britney Jean. So I got to thinking, I said, well, maybe that's her boat. Well, yeah, it was. And all I can tell you is I don't know if any of y'all know what a 90-foot Viking cost, but that's what it was.
Oh wow!
And needless to say, this idiot that I was with, and I'm not going to say who it was, when he found out who it was over there, he had to go over there and start being an idiot.
Oh no!
Which he did. And it was really cool though, because like she was really cool about it. I mean, he wasn't like all like fan and boying her up or anything, but it was just, she was really cool. I mean, people, you're talking about running into people and stuff. I know we walked into a steakhouse on 30A one night, and Faith Hill and Tim McGraw had just walked out and left.
Wow.
And so you never know who you might run. But there's still people, just like us. I know Chip called me one night. He was in Atlanta going to the auction, and he was checking in the hotel, and he said, he sent me a picture. Can you tell me who these people are? It was Poison, the band. I said, yeah, that's Poison. He said, Poison who? I said, Poison, the band. He ain't a big music guy. And he said, well, these people are idiots. I said, well, they're supposed to be, man. They're rock stars. I mean, they're probably all, tore up. And so anyway. Yeah.
We were in New Orleans one weekend, and Tom Cruise was filming a movie down there, and it was really cool. We got to sit there at Cafe Du Monde and watch him drive down the stairs and stuff.
Oh,
it
wow.
was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to see stuff like that, in different places, especially if New Orleans, places like that. It seems like they're always filming something there.
Yeah.
Every time I go, I see some street blocked off and a film crew, doing something. So it is really neat to run into people like that. I know, we're planning. Well, actually, we kind of threw it upon OWA. That we're somewhat planning a big show, and might be some big names that show up there. I mean, big names already going to show up there. Obviously, the Pigs and Kirk J, but might be some big names added to that. And I don't really know how. I'm one of these people. I like that kind, the kind of music, that kind of thing. But I ain't gonna, just get all crazy about it. I mean, Now I will say this: I think if DJ was able to get and meet Nick Saban, I think he would fanboy it up.
I'm going
Probably
to.
faint.
Well, I'm going to. Yeah, that date's coming.
Yeah,
It's called SEC Media Days.
Yeah. Well, I know that you've been. Was it 2 years? That's been in the making for 2 years.
We're gonna meet.
Well, listen, man, he's got a bad hip now. You got to remember.
Speaking of that, they had a hip replacement.
Yeah.
And the expired hip is on display at Walmart here. If any of the Bammers want to go and get their picture made. If
Winning.
the Bammers want to get their picture made with it.
Well,
Nick Saban's hip on display.
wow. That's awesome. I mean, that's something to say right there. My question is this. So vendors open on Friday night or Friday evening.
Yeah, maybe Friday afternoon.
Yeah. And do y'all bring in like lighting? I know Jennings Park has some lighting, but are y'all going to bring in some lighting and that kind of thing?
We do have like cafe lighting, stuff like that. We could set up out there, and then the stage will have lighting, things like that.
Well, that'd be good.
In which the park has lots of power down there, so we can plug in, and vendors could bring their own lights too if they chose to.
Right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Jennings Park has internet, does it not?
Yes, they do.
Okay, yeah. So that's awesome that they have that available for people that
do credit card sales or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. So,
sure.
a lot of people use that. I mean, you put some top of an iPad or what have you, you swipe that thing and move right on, So, and y'all have got an awesome trailer that y'all use to sell things out of.
Yes, T-shirts and whatever we have.
That thing is that thing's big.
That was a good purchase.
Yeah, and it's nice. It looks really nice as well. So that's gonna be fun. So after the Blueberry Festival, what's next?
So we got the rodeo in October. That'll we're gonna do a 2-day event this year instead of a 3-day. 3-day was a little much last year.
So back to Friday and Saturday night.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, back to Friday and Saturday, and then this year we moved Porch Fest from September to November because hopefully it'll be a little cooler.
Yes.
And people will come out and enjoy that a little more.
Yes.
November 2nd.
Yeah, November 2nd's Porch Fest. And we're trying to line up some really good acts for that right now. So we're working real hard.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I think that time of the year too, unless you just have some unusual cold snap, it should be very nice weather.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love all the events that the Chambers put on for years, and of course, Porch Fest is one of the newer ones, certainly compared to the Blueberry Festival and whatnot. But I think that's my favorite. I love Porch Fest.
This will be our 3rd year, I believe, doing Porch Fest, and it
that's cool.
The first year they did it, we didn't really know what we were getting into, but it really took off, and each year it's grown. So we hope to have a bigger crowd.
I think it's an awesome concept. To have different acts, be it local, be it what have you, set up on people's porches and yards and that kind of thing. I think it's an awesome concept to do that. And then you got the main. Is the main stage going to be the same place it was?
Probably so. If the house doesn't sell,
yeah,
it'll be the same location.
Yeah. So, well, that's good.
If you need a backup, Brian Gray has offered up his yard.
Yes.
Y'all know that.
Yes.
Yeah, Brian,
he don't mind it. Matter of fact, don't worry about the flower beds.
Yeah. Park on the grass. Just whatever you got to do.
Yeah,
make yourself at home, right?
Make yourself at home. Park wherever you want to. He's got a private bathroom inside.
Refreshments inside.
But he'd be more keen to wanting you to use his bathroom than anything else.
Team player.
Yeah, certainly. So and for anybody that knows Brian, y'all know that we are being very sarcastic right now. So Hodge said you can use his yard. Which is
doubles as the Chiefs.
What everybody don't understand is the Chief wouldn't mind that at all. Like he's one of the kind of people anyway. I'm not even gonna go there, but let's see. The Blueberry Festival is generally the Saturday before Father's Day, correct? What the date this year is?
June 15th.
June 15th.
Yes.
So yeah, that's good. So is there a second sandbar at Porch Fest? There's always a second sandbar.
Yeah, it goes from the Methodist Church down to the Presbyterian Church.
And I keep getting asked, because we were talking about doing the big show down at OWA, are we going to do anything in, Bruton again this year? We may be working on a little something for that too. So I'm not sure just yet, but maybe, but yeah, there's always a second sandbar, always. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's see the rodeo, and then y'all are doing the New Year's Eve.
Yes.
program this year.
I haven't heard about that.
Yes.
The city has decided to give the chamber the New Year's Eve, which was the blueberry drop. And so we are taking over. I don't know what the official name of it's going to be.
It's going to be more of a celebration and not so much of a blueberry drop this year, I think.
I like it. I like
Will
it.
it be in the same area, the downtown area? Or?
We don't know yet. We're thinking about changing it up some.
Okay,
But
okay.
we can say we do have our entertainment booked for that. You going to tell them who it is?
It's Kirk J.
Yeah.
So he's coming
There you
through.
go.
Yeah.
So,
Winning.
Now that's
drive
fairly
time
big
favorite.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. And let me tell you something. If you haven't seen Kirk J live, like that video Ron Kennedy put up of him doing Purple Rain
Yes.
was off the
That's one
hook.
of my
Y'all
favorite
booked-
songs.
Y'all have booked Kirk J for
yeah.
New Year's Eve?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, he's touring with Rascal Flatts this
know.
summer. So I'm glad y'all got him while he was still cheap. Or I'm going to say it's cheaper. I'm not going to say he's cheap. I'm saying,
That price
cheaper.
may go up after the summer.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
But he's locked in on a contract.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you're good there, but and we got a little. I think we got a little inside track with him if we needed some help. So
Right.
somebody asked, "What is Porch Fest?" Y'all want to explain what that is?
Porch Fest is I call it like a music festival. It's on down Bevel and then Evergreen, and different people play on front porches, and you can walk up and down the sidewalks or down the street. You can bring your lawn chairs. I think we're gonna have food trucks and all kind of fun stuff. It's just a good afternoon to get out, listen to different kinds of music, and
And if you're David Jennings, you can ride a golf cart up and down wherever you want to.
absolutely.
There'll be a
Going
kids
to.
area also.
If you have a 4-wheel drive, park in Brian Gray's front yard or back. Doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what, boy, Brian's gonna be on you over there. I can tell you that. If you don't know that's coming, that's coming.
He loves this community, and he would do anything to assist in its efforts to promote itself in a positive note. We appreciate that, Brian.
I'm excited for New Year's. I mean,
Yeah.
that's going to be a blast.
When did that break? I haven't heard that.
We
Right.
really haven't told it.
Right here. It
Yeah.
just
That
broke.
broke.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
broke. Breaking news.
I mean,
Yes.
it
Exclusive.
It just got broke right here.
Kirk J.
Kirk J. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
We haven't quite sat down and started the whole,
Logistics of everything.
planning the ins and the outs of everything, just kind of, lining up everybody
Yeah.
and, but it should be a good time. I hope everybody comes out. I know a lot of times people have their own plans on New Year's, but hopefully we can keep it
I
in
think that has
grouping and-
changed. I think some plans has changed.
I can tell you this, and I'm telling anybody this. I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of music you like. Kirk does it all. Okay, I mean he does it all. So let's see. I think we got another splash right here. Sheila Dixon says she's going to double her splash from last week, make it $20. Courtesy of Sun and Sandal Properties.
Boom.
How about that? How about that? Splash. That's right, Shelly Riley. I love splashes. I love to hear that. That's and we talked about this the other day. We've had people put $5 in.
Oh, yeah.
We've had people $1 in. We've had people put, $2,000 in. We've had people anything. Cash is great. The prizes are great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some of that stuff was just. I'll tell you what. Speaking of prizes, Susan Rhodes won her a heck of a basket,
Didn't she?
My
That
gracious.
basket was worth over, I think, $1,200.
That was off the chain. I mean,
Yeah.
that. I mean, really, that. I was amazed at how much stuff was in that thing.
Oh yeah.
When we started putting it together, I thought, oh my gosh, am I going to have a basket big enough? And then people started donating chairs and all kinds
That
of
was
stuff.
really nice.
But I mean, we were only
was.
able to do that because of the local businesses, here. They were graciously gave, and people reached out to us. We didn't really have to reach out to them that much.
and again, it goes back to the whole hashtag, GCI, TW. I mean, greatest community in the world, and I say communities because we do live. Well, Danny Cottrell talked about it yesterday. Bob Jones and Lauren and all of us. We, I think a lot of times we take for granted because we've all been here most of all of our lives, and we take for granted sometimes how great of a place we do live.
Absolutely.
But when I don't worry about how about that?
Splash.
We got another.
Another
We got another splash. T. Young. T. Young in with $25 to the pot. How about that?
You see what Lance said?
Let's see. And David Jennings needs to comment on his weight loss final numbers for the pot. By my math, it's $165.
He is correct.
Well,
That's another $5 a pound.
there's another $165 to the pot. So that's awesome.
So are y'all going to live stream the weigh-in this afternoon?
Probably.
I can't answer
Probably.
that.
Probably.
You know, let's see. Yeah, so that's awesome. Good morning, Deborah Hathorn. I think.
Hey, Miss Deb.
Yeah. So yeah, that's great. Thank you, T. Young, and Butcher. Thank you. I will say this. I think Butcher really wanted to pay more.
Yeah, Butch's a gamer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Make sure T-Bone, when he shows up today, we need to go ahead and collect his on these no hitters that ML's been throwing.
No, I don't think he's coming today. I think I'm going to do my weigh-in. He's gained 7. I lost 34. He's gained 7.
And that's the fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
Most of it in his forehead.
All you Kais, there you go. Most of his forehead. What is that? What was
It's a 5-head.
That's a homo. What they call them?
Homo erectus.
Homo erectus. That's it. With the big foreheads.
Yeah,
They were like what 2 or 3 versions behind what we are now.
his is a 5-head.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of those Star Trek characters, with the Klingons, whatever they were. I mean, you know. So I'm gonna tell you something. Some of these memes that these people are coming up with are great. I mean, they are.
They are so fun.
Yeah, they are. But I'm gonna tell you, you can tell when he has absolutely nothing to do, because all he does is sit and make up memes. That's all day. That's all he does on his little iPhone, because that's all he can work. He can't do anything original. He has to go find stuff. Remember, I got, what was it, DJ? I got 3 words for you: JIB, JAB. I said, nah, that's 6 letters. That ain't 3 words.
He said 3.
He said 3. And we got that on video. So we also got him being slapped on video like 3 times.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So we need Rob to chop him. I wonder how that would work out.
Have you ever been chopped by Rob?
I have.
Yeah, live on this show.
If T-Bone decides to chop back,
Oh, it's going to be gang. I mean, listen, we'll have to give him a Valium or 2 or something to calm him down to make sure that don't
lightly.
get out of hand. So anyhow, so somebody's asked, when is the rodeo? Do we have a date on that?
Well, you do. I just can't remember what it is right off.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
I had a guy from Louisiana contact me that wanted to bring some horses and some bunking and some bull riding stuff in.
I don't think we're getting anything from Louisiana ever again.
Say, listen, they said they're not even going to go to any Cajun cooking.
We ate the Saints out.
Yeah. I won't never step foot back in anything that cooks Cajun food ever again. I mean, no.
Except Popeyes.
Except Popeyes. Yeah.
But speaking of, kicking at the creek, we still have just a couple of T-shirts left over from that event.
And that was an awesome T-shirt as well.
They were great. Taylor Jackson did a good job designing those.
Yeah, they were nice. They really were.
I think all we have left are small, medium, and large, and they are comfort color T-shirts.
So they're nice. They're nice.
Comfort colors.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. And they're $20, and you can get those from the chamber office also.
Well, so small. They got medium.
They got
DJ.
your size.
That's right.
Yeah. You need to go on by and take care of that. So the rodeo is October 11th and 12th.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's usually the second weekend in October.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Y'all still try to make it where is Alabama and Auburn playing that weekend or not playing? I mean, I know in years past that's the way they've always tried to make it where they didn't have to worry about that. Of course, that's hard to do.
It is.
With the scheduling and that kind of thing. But the rodeo is always a big event. I mean,
I think that's my favorite. But I mean, usually I'm over with Rusty and all of them cooking and.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of their cooking, last year they had the tomato gravy and biscuits and fried pork
He won the
chops on the
trophy, right?
stick.
Yeah.
We won.
Yeah,
It's at Tallulah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure Matt Sasser ate his weight in the tomato gravy.
Yeah, y'all. There was some controversy about that trophy, was it not? There to begin with,
it disappeared for a little while.
Yeah, it seemed like I remembered that that they did. That's a bye week for Auburn. So
They might win then.
yeah. So that's good. Do we have a makeup date yet for kicking it at the creek? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. So, at any rate, so that's good. But I don't know what the Bammers are doing, but it doesn't matter because who cares? We don't care. Do you care what they're doing that weekend?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't care what they're doing today.
Yeah, right. So, we don't care. So, anyway, so what else going on? You sound like y'all got I guess y'all start getting ready for this Friday. For the gospel thing the weekend, and that's people don't realize, and I can tell you from doing it, people don't realize how big and how much planning and manpower it takes to put on events.
Absolutely.
Who's going to be in charge of the parking?
Do you want to be in charge?
Uncle Lean.
I bet he would love to be in charge.
You gonna give him one of them flashlights with the cones on it and be out there?
Hey, he's got him at the track meet, and they eat him up. Those bus drivers pull in and just eat him up.
Wow.
We'll give him a glow in the dark vest too.
Hey, Uncle Ray Stewart said he does. Roll Tide. Uncle Ray, we're gonna let you say that, man, because you've been through a rough patch here lately. So we're gonna let you say that. That'll be fine.
We know, like, the chamber doesn't do a whole lot during the summer, and I know a while back on the show we were talking about all the great hamburgers that are here in town. And Lance and I had kind of thrown around some ideas about doing Battle of the Burgers in one of the parks. And, I know David's has a great, they got the Bracken's Burger. Jason Castleberry has his hamburger. I don't know if it has an official name yet, but
it's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And then Camp 31, Monroe Burger. But there's a lot of other great chefs, just throughout
Sure.
town.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, maybe do something in one of the parks that we don't utilize a whole lot.
I think that'd be great.
Could we do it this Saturday?
I mean, just come on.
I think that'd be awesome. I mean, and have, where you could, I guess, pay
Sample and then buy it or something.
Or buy or pay it one fee for a ticket and just get to sample all of it.
Right.
That I think that'd be great. You're right. There are a lot of great chefs around here. There really are. And a lot of great chefs that people don't know are great chefs.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
I know some people that can cook that I never knew could cook.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually shocked that they could. So, I was like, man, I don't know if I want any of that or not. After I ate it, I was like, I think I want some more of that.
That's right.
So, especially that crew you talking about that one. Ooh, there's some good food that comes out of that crew.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah. The Dysfunction Junction.
Dysfunction Junction. That's right. That's
and Rusty and Tracy and them went up to Talladega this weekend and cooked for all their buddies up there. And
You saw who went with them.
Dan.
Tars Dan.
So let me tell you about this. So Dan always goes with Rusty to Talladega. Well, Tracy was going this year. So Tracy didn't tell Dan that she was going, so she hid in the camper and jumped out and scared him. But she did send me a picture of Dan and his monkey in the camper. Let me see if I can pull that up for you.
I think did she send that to us, DJ?
Yes.
She probably did.
I think Dan was wearing 5 different colors.
There you go.
Yeah, he had on what? He had on
It on yellow, green, khaki, red, blue, and
Just not the sweater vest.
not the sweater vest. Not the sweater vest. That's too good.
Speaking of Talladega, and he's going to kill me for telling this story, but I don't care. Have y'all ever heard the Donnie Beckham motorhome story at Talladega?
I have not.
Well, I'm gonna paraphrase it real quick because it could be very long. But Chief and that crew was all up there, and Donnie and they were all had their motorhomes all around each other, and in the middle of the night, Donnie's motorhome caught on fire.
Oh, no.
And all he did was woke up and realized there was smoke filling the thing. And he runs out the door of the motorhome, how do you say this, in his birthday suit. And next thing, he's got Chief and everybody out there trying to put this fire out. And he's still butt naked. And this is a true story. Like Donnie's going to kill me for telling this, but that happened.
I've got a similar one.
And let me say this.
Seriously.
I don't know that he's been back since that happened.
Oh, my goodness.
And then after he got the motorhome repaired, from all that, he took out half the Jet Pep gas pumps up there when he tried to get some gas or fuel or something. Yeah, true story. That happened. So, and I've heard him tell that story many times. And of course, it's funnier when he tells it because he can put some details in. I'm not going to right here, but needless to say, there were a lot of people that had a good time with that. You got a similar story, you say?
Very similar, eerily similar. Mine, and it's hard to believe for myself that I was this stupid at one time. But when I was at Auburn, living in a duplex amongst college housing, it was raining. I mean, it couldn't rain any harder than it was, but I wanted a grilled hamburger. I just had to have it. So in my mind, I said, if I bring the gas grill inside,
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I'm good. Man. So I crank it up.
Don't tell me this.
Listen, I throw my hamburgers on the grill. I said, well, I got 10 or 12, 15 minutes. I'm going to grab a shower.
Hold up. We got another splash. All things vinyl. Our friend Nikki Everett wants to splash the pot with $20 more from T-shirt sales. There's more coming. How about that? Thank you, Nikki. That is, I love these splash, what do you call them? Emojis? Yeah. Emojis. Anyway, go ahead.
I bring the gas grill inside, and I've convinced myself that that's going to be fine. So I crank it up, put my hamburgers on. I know I have 10, 12, 15 minutes. I'm going to grab a shower. I'm fixing to multitask here and get this going. So I go down the hallway. I'm showering. I see what I know is smoke, but I'm just assuming initially that it's coming from the hot water. And all of a sudden, it keeps coming. I'm like, well, damn it. Something's on fire. So I jump out of the shower real quick, and I open the door, and the entire duplex is engulfed in smoke. I mean, it's like stop, drop, and roll. I mean, I can't see anything.
Drop, and roll.
Panic has set in. I get down. I don't have a towel. Don't have any clothes. I get out on my hands and knees. I'm crawling down the hallway, trying to make my way to the front door. And it's not dawned on me that it's the grill. I'm just thinking the house is on fire, and I've got to get out of this inferno. So I'm going down. I get outside. It's raining outside. When I go by the grill, I see that the hamburgers have dripped grease down. They're burning. There's open flames in the grill. The entire house is full of smoke. I get outside. Don't know what to do. Don't have any clothes on. There's people around, so I turn around and I didn't say it. I wish hindsight being 2020. I wish I'd have said, "We're going streaking." I'm in the middle of Auburn's campus doing this. So I finally get in there. I cover my nose up and I pull the grill and I get it out on the front porch and open up all the windows, and it took like weeks for it to get out of there. I had to repaint all the walls. It was terrible. Threw the couch away. It was, and it happened so quick. I mean, I felt like I'd been in the shower for 6 or 7 minutes, and the house is just.
Poor Chop said you should have called 911, man.
We didn't have cell phones. I mean,
you done bailed out.
I was out, man. I thought the place was on fire.
Wow. I mean, I listen. That's what part of that was a good idea? Like,
I'm telling you, man. In my mind, I'd convinced myself this is great. I'm going to cook I want a grilled hamburger. I'm going to have it. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to have a little snack here in the afternoon. It's raining, nothing else to do, and it went bad quick. I mean, quick. I was shocked how quick it happened. Shocked.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I tell you what. Anything else going on that y'all want to at Harrington's or Tallulah Bells or
Mother's Day is coming up. Big day for both of us.
Yes.
Come shopping for Mom. I mean,
if you've not been in Tallulah Bells or Harrington's lately, you need to. I know when we were in there, I was amazed. I was like,
well, thank you.
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it was nice. I just didn't realize it was all designed and set up the way it was. It's really nice in there.
Well, thank you.
And not that I was trying on dresses or anything, but I mean,
they're both on Highway 31, 3 or 4 doors
Champions
down.
Highway.
Almost neighbors.
Champions Highway.
Almost neighbors. Yes.
Champions Highway. And,
Just get it all done right there in that block.
that's right, and send Mom flowers and
Yes.
and balloons and whatever. I guarantee if you ask Hillary to do it, she can make it happen.
Oh yeah. And there's a lot of other places in town that you can find anything for Mom.
That's right.
I guess with us being a part of the chamber, we support all local businesses.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Go visit all of them. Shop Bruton, shop local. We love and support everybody. So
And that, hey, you can't sum it up no better than that. What are we gonna do? Let's just do this again because I just like this so much. So that's, I like that song. So we got to roll.
Yep.
It's what is it? It's it's 10 to 10. So we got to roll.
Gotta go to work.
Time to go.
It has
Thanks for
been
having
a
us
great,
today.
Thank you.
great
Thank y'all
Wednesday.
for coming.
We hope
Certainly-
y'all have a great day.
Certainly
Yeah.
appreciate Mallory and Hillary being in with the Chamber. Tallulah Bells, Harringtons, had a good time visiting with them. Always a good time, and hope everybody has a great day. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here and we'll do it all over again. Dash for cash, 11 clues out. Somebody, anybody, find the money.
Yes.
Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye, thanks.
And you can go and send me on my way. I said you're such a sweet thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't go on free.